Well, I'm excited to be here. This is a really surreal moment for me. My name is Kari Ramirez, and I've been a Beto supporter since his Senate campaign. That's right. He did some pretty great things here, but honestly, aren't we here in San Diego happy that he's here today to run for president? So, Beto shares the same values that I do, that is what's important to this country. So there's a lot of things that we agree on, and hearts of hearts. But that's not the true reason why I support Beto. I support Beto because he has character. He has heart, he's humble, he's down to earth, and he's real. And those are all attributes of a true leader. So I discovered Beto during the Senate campaign, and he was live streaming, and I've constantly found myself saying, who is this guy? Who is this politician, right? And so I have two quick stories that I just want to share, because as he was live streaming during that, he helped me become a better person. I felt calmer. I felt hope for the first time in a long time. So two of the stories that stick out for me. So the first one is Beto and his family. They were traveling in the middle of nowhere in Texas between town halls. And they come across these two labs in the middle of the road, right? You remember? In the middle of the road. So of course, Beto is going to rescue dogs, right? So they pull over. His whole family's in the car. They pull over, and they forget to shut the car doors. And this is all live streaming, right? They forget to shut the car doors, and somehow these giant dogs get into the cab of the truck. They start running around and eating the food. The kids are screaming, and they're slobbering everywhere. And I'm watching this, and I'm like, oh my gosh, he needs to turn off this live stream, because this is going to get crazy. And you would think a normal politician would shut it off. Hey guys, we'll be back later. But he didn't. He eventually even gave his 10-year-old the phone so he could continue live streaming. So they get the dog settled in the back. They get into the car. He was calm, cool, collected in all of that chaos. And again, it's a small moment, but those are the small moments that matter, honestly. And so he had Amy jumped on the phone. They're looking for the nearest shelter. He has to be to another town hall. He's going to be late for that. Calm, cool, collected. He had a job to do, and he got it done. So they get, yes. Let's hear it for Beto, rescuing dogs. So they get to the shelter, and he's afraid that if he opens the tailgate, the other one is going to jump out. So he picks up this 70-pound dog, and he carries it into the shelter. And I'm thinking, who is this politician? Who is this guy? The second one is, I think he was in Houston. It was a very small gathering. And he was taking questions, and a woman stood up, visibly upset. She was frustrated. She wasn't saying the nicest things, and somebody was about to take the microphone away from her. And he said, no, I want to listen to what she has to say. And so she said that there was a group of people that were living underneath a bridge in Houston, and nobody would listen to them, and nobody would hear their stories, and they needed help. So you know what he did? I'm sure he had a million things. He's a busy guy. Had a million things going on that day. And what he said is, as soon as we're done here, I want to go, and I want to meet those people, and I want to hear from them, and I want to learn their experience. So again, going to the people and listening to them and actually hearing them, that is a true leader. So, yes. So this is a really surreal moment for me. I said that in the beginning, because after the Senate race, I told my husband that I would be willing to put aside part of my life to do what I could and get out of my comfort zone, and I'm really out of my comfort zone right now, to help get him elected, because I saw him working so hard and sacrificing his own family time and his personal time for us, that I was inspired to do the same. And so again, that is a true leader, because a true leader does, and he leads by example, and we aren't asked to do anything, but we are inspired to work alongside him. And so on that note, I would like to introduce the next president of the United States, Beto O'Rourke.